Good afternoon. My name is Duane Funderburk, and I'm in the worship and arts area of Lake Avenue Church. And I want to talk today about an orchestra, because I think our church is much like an orchestra. If you think of an orchestra, you have all kinds of different instruments, and they're all unique. So you have an oboe all the way to a tuba, and you have a French horn, and you have a viola, and you have a piccolo, and you have a trombone. And all these people come together, and they work hard to make one unified sound. And unless they work together, unless they can give and take within that orchestra, it doesn't work. The orchestra doesn't sound good. This is the way Lake Avenue Church is. I often think lately that this is just like an orchestra. We have so many people of different viewpoints, different backgrounds, different ethnicity, and we have come to this place to worship our Father and to do God's work in this community. Janny and I came to this church almost 30 years ago, and I think what drew us to this place was the fact that it was so unique. And even in the worship area, there were so many variant styles that we could do that everyone really got into and bought into and used it as ministry and used it as worship. And that was such a unique thing. I think what we're going through right now as a church is so difficult and challenging in many ways. But if we look at it like an orchestra looks at it, we value each other. We value the person who plays an instrument that's this big, and we value somebody who plays an instrument that's huge, like a string bass or even bigger, a tuba. And we strive to work together. The last thing I want to say is this: unless an orchestra tunes, it doesn't work. The orchestra has to have an A. They almost always get an A, either from the oboe or from a piano if they're working with a piano, or one of those two instruments usually. And then you'll hear them tune. I had an aunt who she lived in Seattle, she loved going to concerts. And I would say to my Aunt Edith, what was your favorite part of the concert? She goes, oh, by far, the tuning of the orchestra. And I said, are you joking? You like that better than the music itself? And she said, yeah, there was something about the tuning that brought all that diversity together. So what is our tuning pin here? What is our tuning fork here at Lake Avenue? Well, of course, it's God. And it's becoming Christ-like. That is the common note and effect that brings us all together into one voice. So as you think of an orchestra, think of Lake Avenue Church. Think of God leading us and thinking of us needing to be in tune with our God in order for us to accept one another, to work together, and to be effective for God in this world. So let me leave you with these notes. There's an A, and here's the orchestra tuning up to that A. May this remind us of the way we need to be here at Lake. Have a good day.